is there any chance, because this is where I'm at, this is why I'm asking you, is there any chance all those things you laid out, no days off, focus, no distractions, the things that got away from Bill, the ethos that he built all of this on, is there any chance that that bleeds over to tonight's performance? Because that's where I'm at. I actually now, I already felt like there's a lot of pressure on these kids. You know, this is a basketball school. I still am in shock that he took the job. And it shows you the lack of jobs that he had.
Yes.
But then take a year off and go be with that boo thing you're talking about, and then come back in a year and you're a hot candidate. I'm still shocked that he took this job.
Yeah.
And I'm bringing all this up because I'm thinking, damn, here's TCU, a better team, at least according to Vegas, and they're going into this house, and all these kids now at a basketball school with this guy, the GOAT, as their coach. That's a lot of pressure on these kids.
Yeah.
And if they go out there and Bill's distractions and Bill's not being focused and Bill's boo thing antics this offseason bleeds over on a football field, yeah, dominant is right, except they're going to get dominated. They ain't dominating anyone. They're going to get their butts whipped. That boy was preaching, wasn't he? I caught the Holy Ghost.
It's a handsome other effort, too.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I think he has a face for radio.
Bro.
But one thing for sure, he was right. Because look, man, TCU did to Bill Belichick what Bill Belichick did to teams forever. Teams will come out, hot knife through butter, looking good, opening drive, go down and score. They're like, yeah, we're going to beat the Patriots. We're the best. And Bill will just be taking notes, diabolical. Boom. Yeah,
come out of halftime with adjustments.
We're going to make adjustments. And then they'd run away. Oh, Bill.
Yep.
That opening drive looks so good. How about Michael Jordan in the house? How about Lawrence Taylor partying, Roy Williams, UNC royalty? Then you had people there supporting Bill. Randy Moss, I saw. Of course, Jordan Hudson over there. And then it just went to hell in a handbasket so fast. I feel bad for Bill Belichick. I do.
What?
Even though I called it.
No.
I feel bad for him. I'll tell you why. Football is better with Bill Belichick, okay?
Yeah.
NFL, college, doesn't matter.
That game had buzz last night.
That game had buzz. There was expectations there. This is a horrible look. And even in that clip, you know, the prediction clip, I said, like, just take time off. He was already broadcasting. I liked him as a broadcaster. Do less of that. Spend more time with your girl or keep broadcasting. What it looked like last night, George, Bill shouldn't have came back, bro. He should have stayed away from this game forever.
And look, they're year one in rebuilds. And what we were talking about leading up to that, too, I go, you can't just win. You have to dominate because you are Bill Belichick.
Yes.
To get dominated and embarrassed like that.
At home.
Not just the fact that it was 20-7 at half. First play of the second half, TCU has the ball. They run the ball for 75 yards and a touchdown. Responding drive by UNC, a 3-and-out. You look at the box score, they averaged under 2 yards a rush, while TCU ran for over 250 yards on you. You don't have to be in college football for 5 years, understanding recruitment and coaching and relating to these kids to be able to win at the line of scrimmage, preach toughness, and teach your team tackling, which UNC had none of it. That's what shocked me. That didn't look like a team that was getting out-coached. That looked like a TCU team matching up with UNC, and UNC had no business being on that field. They didn't just get out-coached. They got outplayed on everything. That's what was damning about it. But with Bill Belichick, where you come in and look at the one example that will come to everyone's mind, right, was Deion Sanders going from Jackson State right to Colorado. And Colorado struggled the first year. They stunk. They were really bad the second year, but he opened up actually by upsetting TCU and Sonny Dykes that year. But that was a Colorado program that was a 1-2 win program. This is a UNC team that wins 7 to 8 games in the highly competitive ACC.
Yes.
And you do that?
Yeah.
And you know, though, too, this is what you get with now. You're Bill Belichick. You're at North Carolina. Same thing in the NFL. TCU. What was all the hype leading up to that game? Bill Belichick in college football at Chapel Hill, sold out. Michael Jordan,
prime time.
Lawrence Taylor, Randy Moss was there. Yes, an 8 p.m. kickoff on a Monday night.
Right.
Big ESPN.
Yeah.
You had Reese Davis on the call with Kirk Herbstreit. You think they'd ever call UNC TCU to kick off the season?
Never.
All of that, TCU was taking notes, and they came out and beat the heck out of him,
Yeah,
punch
they
him in
did.
the mouth. And it was also, too, it was the poor tackling by the Tar Heels. It's your quarterback, Gio Lopez, throwing a pick 6 before half.
Dog.
That fumble, that was a scoop and score in the second half. 48-14 the final, bro.
Here's the numbers. 542 total. You mentioned rushing yards.
Yeah.
542 total yards against a Bill Belichick defense in college.
Man.
Like, you can't even make this stuff up. Pick 6s for big yards the other way and touchdowns. A 70-yard touchdown run to start the second half. You brought that up. Repeated long bomb touchdown passes all night. You know what? You know who I thought about ironically during this game, bro? This is going to blow your mind. Matt Patricia. You know why? When we saw him this weekend on the sideline for Ohio State, calling that defense against Arch Manning, all the hype in the world, and that Texas Longhorn team with all these NFL players, and they were supposed to win that game, go in Columbus and win that game. Matt Patricia called a fantastic game, a pro-type defense, a pro-type game plan against Arch Manning, you know, a freshman, a young quarterback, who just couldn't handle it, right? Well, I'm looking at Belichick, and I'm like, damn, Matt Patricia did a masterclass, and your team looks like this? It has to make all of us ask, has the game passed Bill Belichick by on any level? Because certainly on the NFL, we saw it here. That team last night, UNC, looked a lot like the Patriots at the end, where it's like, do they have any talent at all?
But they didn't because the defense held up in New England.
That's right.
The defense always performed.
Yes.
That was the most damning part.
That's right.
You got Bill Belichick, who's defensive-minded. You have his son, Stephen Bryan, who are really good defensive
Both can coach.
assistants.
Yeah.
UNC couldn't tackle, and I understand. You bring in 70 new players. You're trying to figure out who can fit, establish a culture. But to get dominated at the line of scrimmage, to get run on like that as well, and to not be able to establish the run either, I mean, this is what we saw with Bill Belichick at the end of the offensive shortcomings. And then when you look at the coaching staff, we know Michael Lombardi, his best friend, his boy, his caper, is the general manager. Matt Lombardi, the quarterback's coach. Oh, that's a little coincidence there. Oh, Lombardi. Yep, that's his son. And what did your quarterback and your offense really do last night? Absolutely nothing. And defensively, you got your butt kicked. This was Bill Belichick at the end of New England, where he didn't want to hire and adapt to the game.
Right.
He wanted to keep his circle the same because he didn't trust anyone. He didn't want to teach anyone anything new. And that's what ran him and had him being out-coached as an overall head coach on both sides of the ball in New England. We just saw it last night in UNC. And I'm telling you again, that was concerning. Hey, shout out to Sonny Dykes. Shout out to that TCU team. Sonny Dykes has worked his way up through the coaching rankings. Been there now. This is year 3 of him. That was a 9-win team last year. They've returned a lot of talent.
It's a good team.
That's a good TCU team that deserves respect.
It's a good team.
And they will get it, certainly. But, man, for UNC to not even be close. I'm sorry, you're the best football coach of all time. You are the greatest football coach of all time. And your team couldn't tackle.
That's not good.
And you're a defensive-minded head coach, and your team couldn't tackle. That's what got me, man.
Looked like a lack of talent to me, too. Hey, you know what?
But talent doesn't mean you can't tackle.
Facts.
Talent doesn't mean that you get your teeth kicked in at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
That's what gets me. I didn't expect him to be as talented as TCU. But again, and I said it for Bill, he doesn't just have to win, he has to dominate. 48-14 the final.
That's embarrassing.
Brother.
All I'm saying is...
And with all of this, too, man, all the noise.
All the streets are saying, I ain't seen no video, so I don't believe it, but the streets are saying that Jordan Hudson left at halftime. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know if that's true or not. Now,
but the fact that that's a conversation... Well, because she's looking across the sideline. She goes, how old is Sonny Dykes? Oh, he's above 50? Okay. How much is he making?
Bro, I promise you, I love you like a brother. I swear, if Jordan left with TCU's head coach after that game...
He's 55.
I'm calling out of work.
He's in her age range.
I wouldn't have came...
He's 55.
I'm calling out of work sick of that habit. Now, Bill Belichick, for all that we're knocking him for, one thing he can still do is get up there after a win or a loss and do the post-game press conference and not say a damn thing.
You know, we played competitively, but then just couldn't sustain it. So obviously we have a lot of work to do. You know, we need to do a better job all the way around, coaching, playing, all 3 phases of the game. Just wasn't up to what it needs to be. Well, we'll just keep working and keep grinding away. Well, we're better than what we were tonight, but we have to go out there and show that and prove it. So nobody's going to do it for us. We'll have to do it ourselves, and that's what we're going to do. Yeah, I usually keep my comments to the team private between myself and the team, but obviously we have a lot of work to do and we need to get to it. And it's a long and short of it. Yeah, no, what I've just been saying. we're going back to work, and we're going to get better.
That was, we're on to Cincinnati over and over and over again, right? That's Bill. He still got that. You got that fastball, coach. You could still get up there to the media and not say anything. Now, TCU captain Bud Clark, he got the pick 6 in the game. Mm-hmm. It gets even worse for Bill. My man was trolling Bill after this one. Take a listen.
Belichick got a call for his girlfriend. Yeah, Belichick gonna talk to his girlfriend, he said.
Belichick got to call his girlfriend.
My man, and that's a captain of a team saying that. I think it's Bud Clark who might have had that pick 6 too. The most respectful trash talk. You got to call his girlfriend. What was that? You got to call his girlfriend. He's sad.
He's sad.
That's it. That's all he said, man.
Damn. He can't call his girlfriend. She left at halftime.
Same thing in New England.
Allegedly.
Same thing in New England. Same thing now. He's getting embarrassed on the football field. Now, can he turn it around? But this is also a guy, when you read the stories about the recruits, he's going, we're winning a national championship here.
Yeah.
Brother, you're 77 million years old. Are you going to be there next year?
I don't think so.
Are you?
Not the way this is going.
That's my thing with him. And that's where I go, like, what are you doing, Bill? It's what he did at the end of New England from 2019 on, with his general managing decisions, then the coaching decisions with Patricia and Joe Judge, and what he did in his final season as well at the helm. He tarnished his own reputation. It's his own fault because he did not adapt. He stopped trusting people, and his damn ego's getting in the way.
Amen, brother.